The Abia Miracle. Why Alex Otti has no contender for over 2 decades. If you wanted to define political stagnation in Nigeria, you didn't look far. You looked at Abia State. Think about it. A state blessed with God-given human capital, the undisputed commercial heartbeat of the East, the home of artisans, inventors, and traders who could recreate anything out of nothing. Abia was supposed to be the Japan of Africa. Instead, it became a cautionary tale, a graveyard of infrastructure, a place where civil servants treated salaries like an unexpected miracle rather than a monthly rite. For 24 years, a political cabal held the state by the throat, managing decline instead of inspiring growth. But then, 2023 happened. A man who didn't come to play politics as usual. A first-class economist. A veteran corporate titan who left the air-conditioned boardrooms of Nigeria's biggest banks to step into the muddy, cutthroat arena of Abia politics. Dr. Alex Otti. Fast forward to today, the political landscape of Abia State has been completely rewritten. The opposition parties that once treated the state treasury like a personal inheritance, scattered. The critics, muted. The haters from the All Progressives Congress APC who vowed to descend on Umuahia and take the seat by force. They are looking at the ground, realizing there is absolutely no vacancy. In this deep dive essay, we are looking at the anatomy of a political revolution. How did one man break a 24-year curse? How did he turn internet skeptics into fanatical supporters? And why, as the next governorship election approaches, does Alex Otti effectively have no contender? Grab a drink, hit that subscribe button, and let's talk about how Abia State finally woke up. To understand why Alex Otti governs the way he does, you have to understand where he's coming from. He isn't a career politician who grew up inside the corridors of godfatherism. He is a technocrat built on merit, numbers, and rigid corporate discipline. Born in Isiala Engwa South, Otti didn't coast through life. He went to the University of Port Harcourt and walked out with a first-class honors degree in economics. Let that sink in. In an environment where political credentials are often filled with questionable certificates and sudden affidavits, Abia currently has a mathematical analyst at the helm. He followed that up with an MBA from the University of Lagos. Then came the banking sector. Otti climbed the ladder at Citibank and UBA before becoming the managing director and CEO of Diamond Bank. Under his watch, Diamond Bank wasn't just another financial institution. It became an industry pioneer in retail banking and digital innovation. He was at the absolute peak of his corporate career. He had wealth, international prestige, and comfort. So why step into the mud of Abia politics? Because you cannot be an elite watching your home burn and think your penthouse is safe. In 2014, Otti looked at the decay in Abia and resigned from his comfortable CEO position. He joined the All Progressives Grand Alliance APGA to run for governor in 2015. And let's be brutally honest, by all objective accounts, he won that 2015 election. The people voted for him. The streets screamed his name. But the system, the old, entrenched PDP machinery, did what it knew how to do best. They manipulated the results in the middle of the night, dragged the case through the courts, and stole the mandate. Did he give up? No, he ran again in 2019. Same story, same systemic brick wall. Most people would have packed their bags, gone back to Lagos or London, and enjoyed their millions. But Alex Otti had an obsession. The liberation of Abia State. By 2022, Otti was inside the All Progressives Congress APC, but he realized very quickly that the party's local structure was plagued by internal fractionalization and lacked the genuine progressive will required to rescue Abia. Seeing that the APC primary process was compromised by parallel factions fighting over crumbs, Otti made a strategic, destiny-defining move. In May 2022, he dumped the APC and picked up the ticket of the Labour Party. At the time, people laughed. They said, Labour Party? A party without structure? In Nigeria? You must be joking, but they didn't see the storm coming. The momentum crossover Peter Obi's national movement obedience plus Alex Otti's decade-long Abia structure equals the unstoppable electoral tsunami of 2003. It was the perfect political marriage. The anger of the Nigerian youth collided with the resilience of the Abia electorate. When the polls opened on March 18, 2023, the people of Abia didn't just vote. They guarded the polling units with their lives. When the old cabal tried their usual tricks at the collation center in Umuahia, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) faced an unprecedented wall of resistance when Alex Otti was finally declared governor. The celebration wasn't just a political victory. It felt like the fall of the Berlin Wall in God's own state. People wept openly in the streets of Abia. It was a clean, mandate-driven victory handed over on the platform of the Labour Party. When an economist takes over a state, the first thing they look at is the balance sheet. And what Alex Otti inherited was a financial disaster zone. We are talking about a massive debt profile of over 191 billion naira left behind by decades of profligacy. But look at the corporate wizardry Otti pulled off. Within just his first 3 years in office, his administration aggressively slashed that debt profile by a staggering 60%, bringing it down to less than 50 billion naira by the end of 2025. How do you cut debt while simultaneously transforming a state? You kill corruption, you eliminate ghost workers, and you bring supreme intellect into fiscal governance. In 2023, the Independent Budget State of the States report ranked Abia a miserable number 17 in terms of fiscal sustainability. By 2025, Abia skyrocketed to number 4 in the entire country. That is not propaganda. Those are independent, hard numbers. Let's break down the tangible receipts of his first tenure. The infrastructure explosion. If you haven't been to Abia or Umuahia recently, you will not recognize them. Governor Otti has constructed and rehabilitated over 414 roads across the state, tracking over 864 kilometers of pristine asphalt. He brought in world-class giants like Julius Berger to handle critical economic arteries like Port Harcourt Road and Abia. He didn't just dump coal tar on dirt roads. His administration laid down comprehensive drainage networks and active solar streetlights. Another 82 roads spanning over 212 kilometers are concurrently under active development. Look at the historic Umuahia Bridge across the Igwu River. Built by colonial masters in 1942, that narrow, dangerous bridge was used as a deceptive campaign topic by politicians for over 80 years. They would promise to build it, win elections, and disappear. Alex Otti stepped in and completed a brand new, modern bridge in a record 6 months, alongside the 29-kilometer Ozuabam Ndi Afrika Bam, a movie road. Let's talk about the civil service. For years, Abia workers were treated like beggars. Under Otti, the era of owing salaries and pensions became history. Pensions are systematically paid alongside active workers' salaries on or before the 28th of every single month. He cleared years of accumulated pension arrears, restoring dignity to elders who gave their youth to the state. Look at the health and education sectors. Healthcare fully restored the lost accreditation of the Abia State University Teaching Hospital ABSUTH, upgraded, remodeled, and revitalized over 200 primary healthcare centers and constructed over 20 brand new facilities, leading to an immediate 12% drop in infant mortality. Education launched a massive remodeling framework targeting 170 primary schools and 51 secondary schools to meet 21 street-century standards. Primary school enrollment immediately surged by 15% because the learning environment became dignified. Security launched Operation Crush, a ruthless joint security initiative that cleared criminal hotspots like Umuahia, turning a once terrifying transit corridor into one of the safest zones in the southeast. Now, how did this physical performance translate online? It created something we call the netizen army. Nigerian social media is notoriously cynical. Netizens on X, Facebook, and TikTok can spot political propaganda from a mile away. If a governor uses a Photoshop filter to make a bad road look good, Nigerian youth will find the exact location and expose it within 5 minutes. But with Alex Otti, the reverse happened. Netizens from Abia became citizen journalists, organic influencers. They don't wait for the governor's media team to post updates. Go on TikTok right now, you will see ordinary Abians filming their neighborhoods at midnight, screaming, "Look at Abba, look at streetlights. We are now living like people in Dubai." This massive wave of organic, unpaid digital support completely altered the political dynamic. It created an ironclad online fortress around the governor. Anytime a paid opposition troll tries to launch a smear campaign against Otti, the netizen army immediately floods the comment section with video evidence of newly built hospitals, clear financial reports, and ongoing road projects. You cannot debate with someone who has receipts. The digital space became entirely colonized by the performance of one man. When Alex Otti started performing, it sent shockwaves through the old political establishment, particularly within the All Progressives Congress APC and the remnants of the old ruling class. They saw his rising profile as an existential threat. They realized that if Otti is allowed to comfortably complete to terms with this level of performance, it will permanently break the spell of bad governance in the southeast. It will prove to Nigerians that the problem was never the resource pool. The problem was always the leadership. So, the haters structured a plan. The narrative from the APC camp was simple. We need to align Abia State with the center. We need to take Abia back so it connects with the federal government of President Tinubu. Otti is an island. He cannot survive alone. They began making bold declarations on television and YouTube, vowing to dethrone Alex Otti in the upcoming elections. They tried to capitalize on internal administrative frictions within the national leadership of the Labour Party, like the disputes over party nomination forms, hoping it would destabilize Otti's political base. They weaponized legal technicalities, sponsored toxic op-eds, and tried to create an impression of crisis. They wanted a war. They wanted to drag Otti down into the trenches of standard Nigerian political mudslinging. How do you contend against a man who cut your state's debt by 60%? What is your campaign promise going to be? Vote for me and I will stop paying pensions on the 28th. Or vote for me so we can bring back the potholes. The opposition realized they were facing an impossible wall. Performance is the ultimate political pesticide. It kills the ambition of challengers before they even buy campaign posters. Look at what happened recently. The Akwala Engwa bloc, a powerful, culturally significant political demographic that was traditionally weaponized by the old opposition to create ethnic division, came out, openly and formally adopted Governor Alex Otti as their sole candidate for the forthcoming governorship election. They told the entire world that good governance knows no clan, no tribe, and no artificial boundaries. The APC elite looked around and saw their own local supporters quietly defecting to support Otti's vision. The opposition realized that running against Alex Otti right now isn't just an uphill task, it is political suicide. It is an expensive venture that yields zero return on investment. And that is why, as we stand on the cusp of the forthcoming elections, the noise has died down. The bold threats have evaporated. The long line of heavyweight contenders has vanished into thin air. There is no vacancy in the Abia State Government House because the current occupant didn't just build a political structure, he built a fortress of infrastructural achievements. What is happening in Abia State under Dr. Alex Otti is a blueprint for the entire Federal Republic of Nigeria. It proves that our country is not broken beyond repair. It proves that our resources are not too small to make an impact. It shows that when you take an educated mind, combine it with corporate integrity, corporate empathy, and an unyielding love for the people, the results will always look like a miracle. Abia has shown the way. They transitioned from a state marked for systemic failure into a model of fiscal sustainability, modern infrastructure, and public trust. Every Nigerian watching this video, recognize what true leadership looks like. Alex Otti has earned his place. He deserves to retain his position for a second tenure to complete the magnificent master plan he has started. Because you do not change a winning captain in the middle of a historic tournament, Abia is moving forward, and there is absolutely nothing the haters can do to stop this train. What do you think about the Alex Otti revolution in Abia State? Do you think other Nigerian governors should take notes from his corporate governance model? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below. I'll read every single one of them. If you want to see more deep dives into the stories, the politics, and the leaders shaping the future of Nigeria, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button right now. It tells the YouTube algorithm that stories about good governance deserve to be seen by millions. And if you haven't joined the family yet, click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next major expose. Share this video on WhatsApp, Twitter, and Facebook with every Nigerian who believes in progress. Thank you for watching. Keep your heads up, and let's keep demanding the governance we deserve. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.